Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. We want to welcome everyone to our Renewal Center first year anniversary celebration. Hallelujah. We're so grateful to have everybody here. So, this is great. We are the Center for Prophetic Thought, Voice, Art, and Action. We are all on site, our Renewal Center team. So, I'm just going to step back. I'm Patrick J. Brown, the Executive Director of Culture and Context. And then I'm passing on to whoever wants to go next to introduce themselves, and then we'll get started.
Well,
What's
hello,
good, y'all?
everybody. Go ahead, Emmett.
What's good, y'all? My name is Emmett. I am the digital consultant here.
Well, I'm Pastor Carmela Ehad. I'm the Director of Renewal and Community Services, Community Programs here at the Renewal Center.
Hi, I'm Hope Nelson, and I am the Director of Renewal, Digital Renewal, and Stewardship.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for introducing yourselves. This is great to have each of you here. We are celebrating our first year of existing as an organization, as a ministry. The concept has been there, but we physically started our location November of last year, started with our digital discipleship and just getting things arranged. And so today we wanted to honor the Lord and honor the leadership team that makes it happen. And so let's just do a round robin real quick. Emmett, how are you feeling about today? What are your thoughts on our first year?
Today I'm feeling good. First off, thank you. My first thought about our overall year, I see nothing but progression, to be honest. Every little step, every single small detail that not a lot of people kind of see what goes on behind the scenes of what we do here, but I see kind of like little parts that are added in certain rooms or little things that are added in certain events that we do, and it's just I see nothing but progress in our first year from the first time that we started till now.
And you're absolutely right. I'm here, of course, in the media production room. Can't wait for people to see it here. And this is the room that you set up for us. And you're absolutely right. Every little step brings us closer and closer to our goal of reaching people and serving people the way that we do. So I thank you for sharing that. How about you, Carmela? What's on your heart? How are you feeling about just today, our first anniversary?
I am excited because I think of how things have just been manifesting month after month. And I look back in reflection on last year and how we came to be in this structure. There was nothing here, but by faith and by pioneering and just moving forward with, what God has called us to do. Little things, just like Emmett said, they're just little things here and here. Every little step that we made, God was with us each step of the way. And I'm telling you, just this morning with the kickoff of our New You celebration this morning, that powerful word, all of this makes me reflect on. And I'm sitting here in the office. And so I'm thinking of the day that there was absolutely nothing in the office but a table, maybe a chair. But actually thinking of how we've progressed over time. And I'm just basking in just being elated about how God has moved with every program that we've had, with every facet. We get to really enjoy the four tenets of the Renewal Center, revealing Christ, renewing minds, restoring lives, and reforming culture. I'm glad to be a part of this. I'm glad to be part of this dynamic team and where we're going. So I'm excited.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate how you have just taken the helm, especially here in our area, just when it was blank and there was nothing here. And I just want to thank God for that. So for those of you that are tuning in, Pastor Mo just shared with us that, we have four tenets: revealing Christ, renewing minds, restoring lives, and reforming culture. And our particular mantra is the Center for Prophetic Thought, Voice, Art, and Action. And we're going to talk a little bit about what that means here in a moment. So, Prophet Hope, what are your thoughts on today? How you feeling about our first anniversary?
Well, first, I'm excited and thankful to God for the progression of the Renewal Center and everything, just to see the progression of how it started and evolved to this point. I'm definitely excited about it. Definitely being able to see and witness God's work and God's the provision and everything being provided so that the vision is being manifested and demonstrated. So I'm just excited about it. The progression and where we've come from, the growth, the expansion, just the favor, everything that has gone into just the Renewal Center and everything
Mhm.
that is continuing to go on to the development of our programs, our media room, different places inside of the Renewal Center, our porch, which is just absolutely just a peaceful place to be and just kind of reflect
Yes.
and relax. So I'm definitely excited about it. I'm thankful to God. I'm grateful to be a part of such an awesome vision. And it is a wonderful thing. And God is continuing to grow the Renewal Center, and we are continuing to reveal Christ. This is just an awesome time, a celebratory moment that we are all here together and excited to be here with everybody that's viewing us now, as we
Mhm.
celebrate and thank
Mhm.
God for what he has done there at the Renewal Center.
Thank you, thank you. I echo those sentiments as well. Just the ability to uh, demonstrate hospitality and the way that we're honoring God in our worship, but also with what we're doing in the community. So I'm going to turn it back over to Pastor Carmela and ask you, tell us a little bit about just, you're our director of community renewal programs. So tell us a little bit about the physical location because we have our digital platform and then we have our online. So for those that might be new, first of all, I want to thank everyone. Please make sure that you hashtag us at hashtag I am renewal. Please share this to your social media pages. Go ahead and like us and share us so that we can get those algorithms up and connecting you and others to celebrate with us. And I want to thank everyone for your comments, your generous comments and love shown towards us and partnership with us with your prayers and also with your donations to the Renewal Center. So, Pastor Mel, let's talk a little bit about the Center for Prophetic Thought, Voice, and Action, the Renewal Center, the physical location. Open-ended question. What are your thoughts? Just share with us a little bit about the day to day and just what we do and why we do what we do the way we do.
Well, the Renewal Center, first of all, for those of you who don't know, we are located at 159 Church Street here in the historic, it's a beautiful place, beautiful district of Concord, North Carolina. And, we're in a beautiful structure. It looks like a house, it's an actual house. And one of the things that we're excited about the Renewal Center at the physical location is hospitality. And, it's all about hospitality. When you come here, right now it's fall. We had such a great time. Actually, Prophet Hope and I was doing our tea time out there on the porch. And I know, Apostle, you've had times where you sat out on the porch and just reflected, wrote in your journal, maybe just sat there and watched the traffic go by. I know Emmett is here from time to time. He's in there working and walking the grounds and just taking in the scenery. One of the things that I love to share is when you walk into the Renewal Center, we want you to feel welcome. We want you to come into a place where the anointing and the power of God is here and just a time of renewal where you can reflect. This is a place that you can come almost like a coffee shop, come and get some tea. You can come and bring your laptop and your computer with you. From day to day, this place is open. We have four rooms that are dedicated to the tenants of, the Renewal Center. We have the art and voice room. When you first come in there, we have a nice chair. You can sit down and, it's set up really homey with, just peaceful music. You can sit down and just relax and enjoy conversation. And then also we have our action room where you can come in, want to do a team meeting or something like that. We have it set up where people want to have a working environment. They can come in and just work for as long as they
Mm.
like to. We have free Wi-Fi and those type of things. We have a thought room, my favorite room. We have a library. You'll see it later, and I know you've seen us post a lot of these things on the Facebook page where we're sharing the growth of the Renewal Center. That Thought Room is a library. We have over 230 books, genres set up like a library where you can you'll see it after a while, but it's a place where you can come and pause like we do on tea time. It's a place that you can come and find renewal, from the beginning when you walk in through our cafe where we have our tea and all those things, to even the office. I'm here every day in the office and just enjoying being on the grounds. It's a beautiful place to be, and we all love to come and join. And we've had several events here. We've hosted several things here.
Yeah.
All of us have done
Sure.
something here at the Renewal Center, so we're really excited about that. And so the day-to-day workings of the Renewal Center is all about hospitality. It's all about serving and, being able to share and have fellowship with others, and still work and do, if you like to come and do your work and things like that. But this is a great place, an honorable place to be.
That's powerful. I like that. And one of the things that you always say is regarding hospitality is being the hands and feet of Jesus. And so that's one of the key things that we do. And you mentioned about tea time. So I know there are folks out there that are part of our tea time. I appreciate the tea time that we have. And, we have tea time, folks, every single Tuesday at 12 o'clock. So if you're out there and you're a tea timer, go ahead and let us know that you're a tea timer and that you've chimed in and you participated. And maybe if you're out there and you participate in the tea time, go ahead and place in the comments, what maybe tea time means to you, how tea time has impacted you, because we really built a culture around tea time and about taking the time to reset, renew ourselves, to increase and foster resilience. And so we'll talk a little bit about that as well. So Prophet Hope, anything that you want to share just overall about your feelings for today regarding the actual location, as far as the physical location of the Renewal Center?
Sure. Well, of course, the physical location is definitely a wonderful place to kind of just go and just sit and reflect and reset. It's like you said, we take a moment to have tea or coffee or have a good conversation that edifies one another, those who may stop through and come through with showing hospitality. I can definitely say that the Renewal Center is definitely a place of hospitality and all are welcome. And when you walk through those doors, it's just such a wonderful and serene atmosphere. I was thinking about Pastor Carmela, who has done an exceptional job in making sure that it's hospitality and it warm. It even smells good. She has the aroma, going throughout the place. It smells great. And it's just a wonderful place. A place where you can kind of, if you need to get away from like the hustle and bustle, you can just kind of go there, and that's a place where you can sit and slow down, gather your thoughts and reflect. I definitely enjoy coming when I am there in the Concord area, coming to the Renewal Center. I look forward to being and coming there and just taking my time in the thought room. I love the thought room, one of my favorites, and just being able to kind of just take that time and reflect. So the Renewal Center is definitely a place of hospitality. I just invite all those to come and visit so you can experience what we're talking about. Just stop through and experience the hospitality and the love and the service that's there at the Renewal Center. Definitely a wonderful place, like as a cafe, as Pastor Carmela said, just a wonderful place just to sit and reflect. And a good place to write. If you like to write and things like that, it's a good place to sit and gather your thoughts, kind of get that peace you need to be able to write. A good place to go if you need to get out of your familiar environment into another environment that's fostering for writing and resetting and relaxation. The Renewal Center is definitely the place you want to come.
Wow. Yes. I wanted to just come in and share a few things with some of the comments that we have coming up right now. So I want to bring up Monique Jackson. She says, congratulations, Elder Jackson. Thank you so much for those kind words. She says, I'm grateful for programming offered through the Renewal Center. It's impacted my life in major ways. the weekly tea time and the weekly Reforming Culture series are life changing. Hashtag I'm Renewal, hashtag Hospitality Matters. Thank you so much. And yeah, that tea time is every Tuesday at 12 noon. Started out, I've seen the progression even of tea time. And, you know, again, everyone that's watching, if you're available at noon, that's what we do. We take a time to rest ourselves, to reset ourselves, to foster resilience as a community. Keisha Purnell says she's a tea timer. Thank you so much for being a tea timer.
Yes.
Yes, Kimberly Sinclair, another tea timer. I've enjoyed the sessions. It's been a great way to take a pause and reset your mind. Very refreshing. Kimberly, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And again, you know, anybody else out there that's a tea timer, you come on Tuesdays, or even if you come to the Reforming Culture on Wednesdays, which is our leadership development series, please chime in about that, perhaps how that's impacted your life and what's happening there. So we talked a little bit about just the facility itself. And I remember when we first got here, was nothing in here. So, Emmett, I'm going to turn it over to you, and maybe you can introduce what you've put together for us to commemorate our development and progress.
Of course. So what I came up with is basically a video of when we first got here and until now, basically the progression from just like what Apostle Patrick has told was just when there was nothing here until, like I said before, the small things that a lot of people don't see behind the scenes, the small details, the small, you know, the small emotion that everyone puts inside each room. You know, you definitely see the progression in that. And basically it just shows everyone that, you know, chimed in, you know, participated and just are part of the big renewal community, basically. That's basically what this video that I created was basically about.
Okay, give me a moment. I'm going to bring that up. Wow.
That's what I said.
Oh, wow. Yes. Wow. I was like, oh. Wow, just seeing all those images and pictures and just wonderful what God has done. Emmett, thank you for putting that together. I tell you, it was empty, and I want to thank everyone who has participated in all of the different um, just platforms that we've had, the digital discipleship, the new you. Um, wow, just the teaching. Uh, so we also have a digital presence. So let's talk a little bit about that. Prophet Hope, let's talk a little bit about the digital image, as far as our digital presence. Let me share a little
Okay.
bit about that.
Sure. Well, as everyone knows, we have our New You digital discipleship, which are on Sundays at 10 a.m. Very powerful time of teaching and being able to reach the local community on our Sundays as well as our Wednesdays, which is also a digital platform for reforming culture. And that's at 7 p.m. And it's a way of us being able to all connect as community through a virtual platform, which is great. Of course, our social media pages, our Facebook page, our Instagram page, which is a media presence. We thank God for that. And it's a wonderful way for everyone to be able to connect and stay connected with the Renewal Center. So we definitely are in process of creating more videos, more content to release to our local community. So that way we can all stay, together and all fellowship and be as a family and a community, no matter where we're located. That's the wonderful thing about the media. With the media is that it doesn't matter. I can be here, you guys in Concord, someone else in maybe Raleigh or Alabama or wherever, even across seas, can connect with us through a media presence. So we definitely have a strong media presence, and we are definitely looking to expand. I'm excited about the things that we have coming up next, our videos and different things that help to meet everyone so that we can all stay connected no matter where we are. And that's really a good thing. That's what a part of our hospitality is through media presence as well. And so we invite you all to join us at any one of those our Zoom services, or when we have our renewal lives. That's another program that we spotlight different people. We have
Hmm.
awarenesses every month of different things
Yeah.
we like to celebrate and have aware. So we thank you all and excited about more things to come in media as well.
Awesome. So when it comes to the digital app, mobile app, I just want to encourage everyone to please feel free to follow us on our social media pages, but also you can download our mobile app. You just type in the Renewal Center in your Apple, Google, or Android store, download the mobile app. And what's on our mobile app? So Mondays, Prophet Hope, what happens on Mondays in our mobile app?
Mondays, we send out a motivational word on Monday mornings through our mobile app. It's something to edify you and encourage you. Those quotes come from our team. So we're thankful for being able to connect with you through Monday motivational's word that we can encourage and uplift to give us something to think about for the rest of our week. So we usually send those out on Mondays between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning. So tomorrow, be looking forward to the motivational word coming
Okay.
tomorrow morning for you all. So that's why it's important that you guys make sure that you have the app downloaded as well.
Okay, so they can get the Monday word. What
Mhm.
else can they get on the mobile app as well?
Oh, on the mobile app, you can also get our notifications of our tea time, notification and reminders of events. Also, you can watch our Renew You video series, where that's our series of our digital discipleships that we have on New You digital discipleships, excuse me, that we have on Sunday. So you can either replay it or watch it again. Also, you can submit your prayer request. If you have a prayer request, you can submit it through the app, and our team will be happy to stand with you in agreement in prayer. Also, you can give on our mobile app. You can text to give, or you can go to the app, and the app will take you right to the giving. I tell you, the app is absolutely phenomenal in
Yes, it
keeping us
is.
connected. It's
Hmm.
phenomenal, and the notifications, upcoming events, and our interviews, and
Hmm.
everything that we have going on, and even future events that we'll place on there as well. So we have our Renew You video series where you can go and watch it. And what's important is that you don't have to worry about missing anything, because you'll receive a notification to remind you, Tea Time Tuesdays is coming, Reforming Culture is coming, and the invitations to join us on our different platforms. So the app is absolutely, it's phenomenal. I'm looking forward to even expanding it even more. Also, I don't want to forget about our blog. You can read our blog
Yeah.
through our app as well if you can't get to the website, because we're in technology. We always have our phones. We have a new blog out, just to mention that, by our very own Pastor Carmela Head. And if you're into reading blogs, please, by all means, join us in reading the blog through the app. So hopefully, we've encouraged you to download that app in your Apple and Google market so that you can stay connected to all that we're doing here at the Renewal Center.
All right. Thank you so much. So, and the blogs are on Thursdays. Mondays are motivation. Tuesdays, tea time. Wednesdays, reforming culture. And then we did the artist spotlights.
On
We did
Friday.
those on Fridays, which I know that
Mhm.
we're going to look to expand that. Now, that's in addition to the physical location here.
Mhm.
So, if you work remotely, you're in the Charlotte, Concord area, this is a space that you can come in, bring your laptop, work, connect, have a small meeting. Eventually, as we're getting closer to just making sure that it's a more healthy, safe environment due to the pandemic and COVID, we will be offering an opportunity for people to rent the space. And so right now, Pastor Carmela is developing plans for what we're looking to do to expand and make use of the facility. Did you want to talk a little bit about perhaps future plans concerning that, Pastor Mel?
Oh, absolutely. Are you talking about the awarenesses that we're doing, some community projects?
Well, we'll do that. later. I'm talking about future plans as far as when we open for people to actually use the facility.
Yes, actually, we're looking, things right now. We're still trying to keep things healthy in a healthy way, with the pandemic and everything. But when things do open up and it's better and more expedient for us to do it, we're looking to do book signings here in our art and voice room. We're looking to, perhaps you want to do a team meeting or you want to hold something here. And we're able to provide the necessary space here, because this is a great place that you can actually host a good meeting here, or group sessions. When things open up a little more, we will be offering possibly some things surrounding grief sessions. Like I said, book signings, smaller events, a lot of things we can do here on location. And now I'm so excited that Emmett is here, and he has really built up that digital room over there, our sound room. Our broadcasting room is amazing. You can do a lot of things in there. And we're thankful that we have the equipment and things are moving forward in that way. So we'll be able to even utilize our broadcasting room in the future for many different reasons and many different ways, and be able to help others alongside of them with some of their broadcasting needs. So that's in the future, that's moving forward, and that's a lot of the things that we're looking to do here on the location. So a lot of things will be moving, a lot of wheels will be spinning soon.
That's a good segue into the media production room. Emmett, what's coming down the pipe as far as our digital presence, video? What do you envision us going with the Renewal Center in this space?
So where I see us going is kind of just like what Pastor Carmela was talking about. People coming to use the room. Our room is definitely universal. So it's a room to where if you wanted to look a certain way, we can arrange it be a certain way. I know for creatives, when you have a certain vision and you want to project that vision a certain way, we want that to be kind of like our goal. If you want this type of background, if you want a black, white, a green screen, we have that here. If you need lights, we have that here. And that's where I kind of see that going for everyone. So if someone needs, a quick video, something, or just a quick way to express themselves through some type of video or type of things like that, that's kind of that's where I see us going in that area. And when it comes to us producing our own images and videos and things of that nature, I just see us putting out more content based on more live events, more behind the scenes. I know a lot of people want to see behind the scenes or kind of like what goes into everything. So more of those and more off campus events and things like that. So just different moments and captures and just more engaging moments. I picture more and things of that nature, and more animation, 2D animations into transitions, and when the digital discipleship comes on, more templates, more everything. So that's kind of where my mind is at.
Okay, that's phenomenal. I also want to just mention, Emmett is graduating from University of North Carolina, Charlotte in December. So we wanted to celebrate that and congratulate you. The unique thing about Emmett is that he has 2 bachelors he's graduating. He's getting a BA in Africana Studies, right? And then a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Digital Multimedia Design. Is that right?
Digital media,
Okay, so I want to make sure I said that right. So I want to, first of all, we want to just acknowledge and congratulate you, because you're going to bring us forward
thank you.
with that kind of background. So we just want to give you kudos and congratulations for that. So thank you, everyone, for just recognizing that. So with that talent, I just wanted to, just as a segue, I just wanted to just put a nice little plug in. You have a business. All of us here as leaders, we have part-time businesses, and Emmett has Young Touch Productions. What do you do with your business? I just want to talk about that, because again, we're also a business incubator. So I want to, for those who may need production, can you talk a little bit about what you do with your business as well?
So what I do is mainly I do photography, so any type of headshots, any type of product that you need revealing or anything like that, I definitely do capture those. I do a lot of commercial work, so if you do have an event that you do need to be recorded or anything like that, I can definitely record those and capture that for you. I definitely do a lot of intros for a lot of people, so I create 30 second to a minute intros to if you have a small business to where you can do a broadcasting. I can make those or anything of that nature. And I'm also a quote. I guess I like to document a lot, so I do a lot of interview-based video work. So if you do have an idea where you want to interview someone, or if you want to interview yourself or anything of that nature, then I'm there for that. So that's kind of like what my business is.
Okay. I wanted to make sure we shared that, because again, there might be those of you that are watching out there that you may need photography, you may need videography, you may need commercial work, introduction work, as you saw with what we're doing here at the Renewal Center. You might be needing a documentary done, something that does documentation. So reach out to him. He has a business that he's formed. That was about 6-7 years ago. I'm trying to remember when you first actually started that, or might have been in high school. I just remember it showing up in my feed one time. I was like, wow, it's been around a while. And just to see you come forth with that now. Mm-hmm. So I would encourage you, those of you, whether it be ministry, nonprofit, or your business, you have a book launch, you need a commercial, reach out to Emmett, and he can talk about what his contractual obligations are for his business and what he is doing. So I just wanted to mention that. And he can do that here on site at the Renewal Center. We have the ability to produce those types of content. So just want to point that out. So thank you for sharing that with us. Let's talk a little bit. So we've talked through the Renewal Center as far as thought, voice, art, and action, those areas. I want to talk a little bit about the thought part and what that means when we say we're the Center for Thought, Voice, Art, and Action. The thought part of our ministry at the Renewal Center is about thought leadership. And it's about building a community of learning around specific thought leadership principles. So that's what I focus on specifically in our Reforming Culture series, is to help people understand that, even what I shared with earlier today, Reforming Culture is about how we are shaping culture and influencing culture with new thoughts, new concepts, new frameworks. And so thought leadership is one of those areas that we focus on, about renewing your mind, about making sure that you're thinking differently, that you can get new information, inspiration, and ideation and move that into implementation versus just leaving it in the realm of your ideas. And so that's why we read. That's why we ask questions. That's why we answer questions. That's why we question answers, because all those different areas, that's what thoughts are about. And so if we can renew the mind, then there are a lot of different aspects of actions that we can take when we're renewing the mind. And so that's why we have our thought room for that purpose as well. So I just wanted to just share that a little bit. So as it relates to thought, then there's voice. And then we're going to do a tour of the room. So just hold on, folks. If you're out there, stay with us. Prophet Hope, you want to speak to the voice part of the vision. Emmett, you can speak to the art part of the vision. And then Pastor Mel, you can talk about the action part of the vision. And then what we'll do is we'll do a tour of the facility, and we'll talk about what we're looking to do in 2022. So Prophet Hope, I'll just pass it on to you.
All right, great. As Apostle Patrick was saying, with thought and transforming our thoughts, it's very important that when we transform our thoughts with the Renewal Center, we transform our words and what we speak. And so the Renewal Center is definitely declaring God's message and culture to people everywhere in the local community. The voice of who we are, and understanding the voice that God has given us in any area that we operate in, whether that's business, whether that's your ministry or whatever you're doing. The Renewal Center, part of that is to be able to cultivate that by you expressing your voice in whichever way that God has given you. And expressing your voice can be through many forms and fashions, not just the physical voice, but by what you do. And so the Renewal Center is a place of cultivation of your voice and understanding your voice and your creativity and who you are, and being able to declare God's message to the culture, to our physical location in Concord in Charlotte, North Carolina, and beyond. The voice of the Renewal Center is also represented by our media, which is with Emmett Head. It's also represented by our local community through our Bible studies and digital discipleship. So that is what we do at the Renewal Center when we're expressing through voice and declaring a time of being able to know and understand your voice. Again, the Renewal Center is a place that can help to cultivate your voice and give you an understanding of your voice and also freedom to
Mm,
use your voice. And
mm,
that's what we do at the Renewal Center because everybody's voice is different. And so the Renewal Center, we cultivate even the different aspects of voice that may be even through culinary arts or being an artist or being a scribe or a writer or an author. Those are all ways of our voice being heard. And so the Renewal Center is a place where we represent and embrace our voice and an atmosphere of cultivating and moving forward and knowing and understanding your voice. So that's what we do here at the Renewal Center is making sure that you understand your voice and that we have an environment that is
mm.
conducive and cultivating to you understanding and expressing the voice that's on the inside of you.
Yes. And I do want to just piggyback on that, that in the future, we will be doing different sessions, spoken word sessions, poetry sessions. So I'm looking forward to what's next for 2022. You want to share a little bit about art, Emmett?
Yeah, so with the combination of thought and voice, with artists, that's kind of like what artists do. We create by our mind and what our voice, we create based on that. And what we do here, it's more of presenting what we have creative wise in a comfortable manner. Definitely when we did our artist spotlights, we have different artists in different mediums, and people don't realize that you can be an artist in different mediums. And people just think like, oh, you're an artist, okay, so you draw, you paint, you do this. But artist can mean anything, being a poet, being a culinary artist, or anything like that. And basically, here we just want you to express how you feel and not be like pressured to be in a certain norm. You are who you are, and we want you to express how you are here. So that's kind of what we do here in art.
Awesome. And I like the fact that even with when I interviewed you in our first artist spotlight, you were our first artist spotlight, and it just developed from there. And I'm looking forward to you were talking about your documentary, and then we had someone that did painting and life art that way. Then we did culinary art. So perhaps we'll do makeup one day, and perhaps we'll do floral arrangements. Maybe there's the art of interior design. All those things should speak life to us, right? And so that's one of the things that we want to be able to have. So I thank you for sharing that. That's good. Yeah. Mel, what about action?
Yes. Well, with action, when I think about action in the Renewal Center, I think about doing. First of all, we think about doing, we think about ongoing movement, we think about pioneering, innovating, just like Emmett said, creativity, a lot of the things that we're doing with our awarenesses. Basically, everything starts with the thought, and as the thought, we move forward with our words and what we speak and our mindset, and then the creativity and walking it out. So action is all about walking it out. It's about the things that we do through reforming culture, even the things that we put in place. We want to walk out what we are learning, whether it's through reforming culture, digital discipleship, a lot of the awarenesses and the ideas, and also the renewal practices that we've been doing. We want to be able to execute and implement those things, implement growth in our lives. And specifically, one of the things that I always think about when I think about, I would say, action is being the hands and feet of Jesus Christ through hospitality in whatever we're doing. But really, the action part is walking it out.
Walking it out. Thank you so much for sharing that. And that's those 4 areas, folks, is what we're about. Thought, voice, art, action, Monday through Friday. It may not be an overnight thing, but it can be an everyday thing. And so we start learning how to every day implement these types of principles and approaches to how we fellowship and how we show Christ, because there's that aspect of fellowship, but there's also that aspect of demonstrating what Christ has placed inside of us and what God has placed in each and every one of you that's watching. You have a part in this, and so I just want to just really thank everyone here in our team. We've had book signings. We started out with our first book signing with Prophet Hope and her book, The Making of a Diamond. Prophet Hope, she oversees Hope Diamonds Ministries. And so, you know, with her webinars and her book signing, she also did her first webinar here. Pastor Mel, she runs First Glance LLC. She's the owner and principal of that. And so she's held several webinars here as well. And so they're business women in their own right and doing phenomenal things to impact cultures in their creative ways. And so it's just been such a diverse expression and approach of reforming culture through bringing all these gifts, talents, competencies, and capacities together to say, how can we say, I am renewal? How can we demonstrate that? And that's what this has been about. So I'm just grateful for all that we are able to get accomplished. So before we do the tour, I know we've got two things that one thing that Pastor Mel is doing next week, and then also next Friday, Prophet Hope is doing something next week. So just real quickly, can you talk about what you're doing, Prophet Hope, next Friday or Saturday, and then Pastor Mel, what you're doing next Saturday? I think those are the dates, the 12th and the 13th. So go right ahead.
Okay, well, next Friday, I will have the honor of ministering in Cleveland, Ohio, at New Life Fellowship in Cleveland, Ohio, ministering the Word of God next Friday. So I'm definitely thanking God for the opportunity to be able to go and serve. And so I'll be going live. If you want to tune in, you're welcome to tune in as well as we go forth and deliver the Word of God to His people. So that's next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be live from Cleveland, Ohio, at New Life Fellowship Ministries, releasing the Word of the Lord. So,
all right. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, Pastor Mel, what you got to go on next Saturday?
Yes, next Saturday from 1 to 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, I'll be hosting my Say What? Effective Communications class. And so that's a mini class, it's virtual. So if you want to sharpen up your way of engaging others, you want to become a better communicator, and become an active listener, this class is available. And actually, this coming up, I believe registration will end tomorrow. So you want to get your registration in 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And you can register on my website at www.transformational-moment.com.
Awesome. So I think we've covered basically everything that we do as a team. I want to share a little bit about 2022. We are looking to sponsor another prophetic gathering, hopefully in March of next year. And we have some upcoming awareness areas that we're going to offer. And I want Pastor Mel to speak to that coming up November, December, and in January. We are looking to expand. What we're looking to do is expand a little bit more in the area of grief recovery at some point in 2022. We're going to fine tune and finish up our certifications and hold some small groups and classes for that. We'll start out virtually, then hybrid, and then in person. So we're looking forward to releasing that. Also with some of the other awareness months, we're looking forward to creating and putting together some creative documentaries and videos to really bring the message of renewal to reforming culture. We'll continue with Tea Time on Tuesdays. We'll continue with Reforming Culture on Wednesdays. We'll continue with our renewal word every Monday. We'll continue with our blog team on Thursdays. And we're looking to build out our blog and focusing on messages of renewal and renewing the mind, renewing the body, renewing ourselves in wellness, renewing ourselves in the area of art, thought, voice, art, and action. And so I want to pass it on to you, Pastor Mel, about what we have going in November and December and January as far as our areas of awareness month.
Okay. Well, as you all know, this month is Alzheimer's Awareness Month and also our Caregivers Month, and we've been sharing that. And so we want to bring not just awareness. We want to actually bring resources to our digital community and our surrounding communities. So if you go to our Facebook page, you'll be able to see for the month of November, the North Carolina Alzheimer's Association is offering some educational classes that you can go and go check out some of those actual physical location classes, those educational programs, or they are also offering some virtual classes. So we want to make those available to you, and that's on our Facebook page. You can go down there and find out more information about that. But actually, in the month of December, we're hoping and planning and in the process of walking it out with bringing a couple of these in the month of December and January, actually having our own post Alzheimer's Association general health and disease education classes. And hopefully we'll be able to bring a couple of needs and resources classes here as well for Alzheimer's. And really, this is for those families that are affected by Alzheimer's or dementia related diseases, and how caregivers can also become educated. At the very beginning of December, which is, I'm looking at the calendar here, December the first Monday in December, we will be hosting our father here, actually, Dr. Paul C. Brown Sr. will be presenting a class, a virtual Zoom class related to Alzheimer's that'll be specialized for caregivers. So we'll be posting that information. We would love for you all to sign up for these classes. We want to make these classes available to our community. That's a part of reforming culture and restoring lives. And so that's, we really want you guys to stay tuned with us. Also, in the month of November, which is this week, this is actually military and a military appreciation month. And so this coming Friday, we want to offer to the community here on location from 2 to 4 o'clock p.m. We'll be serving coffee and tea, but like our veterans and military families to drop in if you're available. And we like to share hospitality with you and give some tea and some coffee to our community. So that's really honoring Veterans Day. So we're going to do it that coming Friday. So stay abreast for military appreciation. We're really excited about being able to do this. And this is a part of reforming culture and a part of actually walking things out.
That's good, because we've been able to do, Alzheimer's awareness, mental health awareness, just domestic violence awareness. We've had different guests. So it's just been interviews, podcasts, providing this information, interviewing people who are thought leaders in these areas. And so I want to thank everyone for, first of all, congratulating us and saying happy anniversary to us. I want to thank you so much for being a part of this celebration today. And to Pastor Mello's point, please make sure that you follow us on our social media areas. Download our mobile app. If you have not yet, take the time right now, pause what you're doing, go to your Google, your Apple, your Android store, type in the Renewal Center, and download our mobile app. Prophet Hope has shared with you what content you can receive from the Renewal Center, and you have a holistic approach, and we're going to continue to expand. And so we want to give you an opportunity at this time for those of you that would potentially like to partner with us. Want to give you an opportunity to share. We're going to scream at the bottom ways that you can give and donate to the Renewal Center. We want to share that with you. Also, I'm going to go ahead and put up the information this way as well. So there are several ways you can do it. One is through our website, www.therenewalcenter.com/give. You can text Renewal Center to 888-364-4483. And if you'd like to mail a money order or a check, you can mail it to P.O. Box 1381, Concord, North Carolina, 28026. Or you can download the mobile app from your app store. And we are a nonprofit organization, and so your donation is tax deductible. So I wanted to share that with you as well. So I'm going to do a tour now. So I'm going to go ahead and switch on, and let's see here. Let me enter the domain of this, and we're going to do a walkthrough of the facility. So hold on a second here. Let's see what we got here. Bring me in. One second, I'm going to go ahead and try to bring in this other one here. I'm going to remove you off here, and then let me remove myself. Can everybody hear me now?
Now we can.
Okay, perfect. All right. Let me bring this down. Can you hear me okay? Mm-hmm. All right, I'll turn this up so you can hear us. And let's turn this camera around. How am I going to do this here? Oh, gosh. Camera front, back, done. There's Emmett right there. See Emmett right here? Yeah, on camera, see? All right. So, Emmett, you can talk a little bit about, well, actually, let me take this back. And you can tell us about the media room. So, go ahead and share with us about the media room.
All right. So, let's go, guys. All right. So, basically, here in the media room, like I said before, you can come here and just create however you want. Definitely everything here is definitely movable. It's definitely, you can do anything. We have different lighting equipment. We have green screen. We have everything that you need to create however you want. So you can come in here, relax, be comfortable, and just create at your free will. That's basically what we do.
All right. Yes. So this is a space of creativity, as you can see. We have a really nice environment. This is what he does to make sure that those of you that really want to focus on creating, this is where this is. He's created a backdrop as well. So everything is movable in the space. If you remember the video, not much was in here, clearly. The lighting, see the lighting right there, all the lighting that's there. So for podcasts, virtual book signings, all that's available. All right. Okay, so y'all ready? Let's do a walkthrough of the Renewal Center. This is what we call our media production room. Once you go there, we're going to check out the porch. So this is the voice and art room. I'll talk about that. Then we'll go into the porch. Pastor Mel has done an incredible job setting this up. We're going to be having a nice holiday theme in here really soon. But again, in the art and voice room, we've had our prophetic gathering here. We had 4 speakers, we had a musician, we had a vocalist right in this space, and we were able to produce that virtually. It's an incredible time of ministry. That was in April of this year. We'll be doing that again, that production in March of this coming year. So again, come through. We have our streaming, nice prophetic music and worship music. Pastor Mel is a pianist as well, so she has some nice music that's out there. Atmosphere is really nice with creativity. We also have this screen here where it talks about what we do here at the Renewal Center, our team, our focus, our vision, our values, our tenets of why we do what we do. And again, so it's a nice space. You come here, have a seat, bring your laptop, tap into our Wi-Fi. If you come into space, the Wi-Fi password is here, and you can come in. As you can see, nice diffuser. So it is about wellness, a nice atmosphere. So let's check out outside here on the porch. So here in the porch, as they shared earlier, Prophet Hope and Pastor Mel, they had some tea time out here. If you ever come out, and again, you want to connect, come out and have some tea here in this atmosphere. This is the historic district and some tea and relax here in this area. Really nice, refreshing, renewing. Read your journal, write down, pray, just relax. Okay, so this is our porch. Yeah, through the action room now. This way is the action room, from the art room to the action room. Go ahead and close this door here. All right. So our action room. As you can see here in our action room, one of the things that we like to do in our action room is we're looking to grow and expand the action room. Here, it's blank right now, but ultimately what we would like to do is we would like to be able to put a nice large flat screen up here so that when people are presenting content in their small groups, whether it be a strategy session, they can come in, they can connect their laptop to the view. We're going to do a whiteboard. So this space is going to remain open in order for us to be able to have that type of content going. All right, so let's go into the thought room. The thought room. Wow. The thought room. What can I say about the thought room? This space is just the space. I'm gonna go ahead and sit down here in the thought room and just sit down and I want you to just feel the thought room. Isn't it nice? Now I'm gonna ask Pastor Mel to come on over and talk more about the thought room. She put this together. I had a desire to have a thought room, a library, a place of documentation. I'm gonna ask her to come on in and she'll talk a little bit more about the thought room. So just hold on right there. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. I'm in the thought room. I'm so excited to be in this room. This is one of our favorite rooms. We've cultivated this room. Actually, there was nothing. If you saw the video earlier, this room was just empty. There wasn't a whole lot going on in here. But we were so excited to be able to get all of these books, start categorizing these books, and then make and create an atmosphere where you can come, like Apostle Patrick just got through saying, you can come and sit down. You can bring your journals. I want to give you a little tour of the thought room right quick. First of all, when you first enter in, all of the books are now in categories. Like we have books on transformation, books on prayer, we have devotionals, books on faith, the prophetic. We even have women's studies. We have books on forgiveness, grief, peace. And I love this section right here. We have books on encouragement and hope. If you want to read books on Christian faith, we also have it here as well. And moving on a little here. This is where we normally check our pictures about the book of the week. So you'll see the book of the week. We have books on rest and we have books on Sabbath, leadership. Also, we have books on seeking God and our assignment. And one of the things that I love about this room is we have some soft music, worship music playing throughout the day. You can come and just sit in this atmosphere. Books on worship, Holy Spirit, experiencing the cross, Bible study. So it's just really great. This section here, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be promoting and sharing books. We're going to call them covenant authors. As you know, we have Prophet Hope's book here, The Making of a Diamond, my book, Be Transformed and Party for Destiny. We have Apostle Patrick's Change Matters, and my father's book, Building a Strong Christian Family. And what we would like to do with this particular section is we would like to have authors that we know and that we have a relationship with to bring your books and donate your books here. So we'll be featuring all of the authors that we have relationships with. We know that they have a lot to share. And so we're excited about this room. This is just a wonderful room to come and just rest and relax, to journal and read. And so, like I said, there's over
351 books.
Yes, we have a lot of books. It doesn't look like it, but there's a lot of books in here. And it's not a library you can actually check out books at this time,
Mm-hmm.
but you can come, grab a book, and relax and just enjoy thinking and just being renewed here. And you have great views actually through the windows in this room of outside. So we're so thankful that you guys have taken this tour with us. And so I'm going to turn it back over to Apostle Patrick.
All right. Well, actually, I'm going to turn it back over to Pastor Bell because she can take you into the cafe where the tea happens, your coffee. So go ahead and follow her.
Okay, come on, join me. Okay, so first of all, when you come in, we actually have a menu, and I love sharing the menu because it features a lot of the different teas and coffee that we have. And one of the things I love to share is each one of us have our own specialty, so you'll be able to come and take part of the different teas that we offer. And remember, tea and coffee is on us here at the Renewal Center, so come on in the cafe. Okay, so here's the cafe, and we have everything set up from all the different sweeteners that we use, our honey. This is where we prepare our coffee and tea. We have our Keurigs here, we have our tea and coffee. And then right behind him, our cameraman, all the different teas that we have here. And so we try to make sure that we have a variety of teas and coffee for everyone. This is where we actually come up with the tea of the week, which is that we always seem to write in our book is our tea of the week. So we're excited. We're really excited about being here. We're excited about being just have the mind to share hospitality with you, our community. And so we're excited about the continual role in our cafe. Like Apostle Patrick has said, we've hosted prophetic gatherings, so we've been able to even prepare food here on site. And so hopefully in the near future, when we have our retreat and other things like that, we'll be able to utilize the kitchen even more. So this is great. We're excited. I want to thank you for taking the tour with us here in the cafe.
You want to show them a little foyer?
Oh, yes, Brady. Come on, let's do the foyer too. So actually, when you come in from the back of the Renewal Center, this is our foyer, it's just a little area that we use when we leave. When you first come in, you'll see the picture of our leadership team right here on the wall. And then just, sharing with the community of Concord, we're excited about what we're doing. We want to still make the connection here. I don't even see me with the sun going on, but we're excited. Come on, let's go outside for a minute so you can see the grounds. So this is our grounds. We have out here where we can just do different things, and we're excited. Hopefully, we're going to be able to put some really nice fire pits out here, hopefully, and some lawn chairs, and just be able to come out and fellowship out here. We have a lot of ideas. So we're excited about the Renewal Center. We're excited about our grounds. We're excited about what we're doing. And it's just an atmosphere of renewal. So thank you for taking the tour. And this is our back way. We're going to go back inside. And Emmett, our cameraman, is going to take us back inside.
All right. Thank you so much. So we've gone through the different rooms. We have our administrative office here. To give you a brief look at, this is where the magic of the director happens. All right. See, that's where the work is. So just wanted to just recognize that. So let's go back into the dark room because we have a guest that's here. That's where you want to come on over real quick?
Oh, absolutely.
So we have someone that's here today. Wow, hello. This is Monique Jackson. She stopped here today at the Renewal Center. She is here in the thought room. I do want to recognize that these leather chairs, she gave us these leather chairs. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for your seed. So these leather chairs, these comfy chairs, were donated by Monique Jackson. She is a leader. She's a ministry gift here in the Charlotte area. So what are your thoughts about the thought room?
gracing us with her presence.
This is one of my favorite rooms. I actually spend the most time when I come here in this room. It's so peaceful. Pastor Mel often has music playing, and it's a place where I can think, write, and just really hear God. So this is really a beautiful gift to the community of Concord, and hope that you take advantage of it. If you haven't been here, the hospitality is fabulous. So come in, if you're in the area, come by, have a cup of tea, write, relax, and just enjoy the spirit of the Lord.
Thank you so much. I promise you we didn't hire her to do this today. So I think, that it really is that. And, to have this type of atmosphere, first of all, Pastor Mel, you've done a great job in putting this together. And I do want to say, for those authors that we have covenant relationships with, if you've written a book, we have a relationship with you. We want to encourage you, if you'd like to donate a book for our thought room. We're going to start, like Pastor Mel said earlier, we want to put our covenant authors up here so people can know who you are, what you offer, the ideas that God has given you, the creativity you're bringing into the earth, for people to think about the thoughts that the Lord has given you through your own creation. So looking forward to having Jackson's book in here eventually. All right. I guess we'll start a children's section. All right. So she'll be coming out with a children's book here in 2022. And so there's a lot of creativity that's happening. Pastor Mel's working on her second book right now. So I'm looking forward to that next year. I've got some content that I'm going to be releasing in 2022. It's just going to be fabulous. So we're excited about it. So again, just wanted to make sure everyone had an opportunity to see the ground, see the facilities. We pray that you would consider partnering with us as we're continuing to grow our programming and to continue to expand our serve here in the Concord area. So I'm going to go back to the media production room. Pastor Mel, thank you, Elder Jackson, for being on and just chiming in. All right, and let's go this way. All right. Okay, I'm back here. I'm going to go ahead and log back in so you can see me here. So one moment. Just a second. And all right. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, I'm back on now. One moment. So, folks that are watching, what do you think about the Renewal Center? Thank you so much for staying on with us. I know that we've been on for an hour now, but I wanted to just make sure that you had an opportunity to see what we're doing here, what the Lord has offered us, and just want to thank you for all the wonderful comments that are coming through. And so any last words before we wrap up our first anniversary celebration? Emmett, Prophet Hope, Pastor Mel, anything you want to share before we close out for the day?
Thank you, everyone. And I just can't wait to see what comes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for your continual support. And we just bless God for what he continues to do here with us and through us at the Renewal Center. We look forward to seeing you here on the location.
Thank you.
All right, just thank everyone for joining us, and have a great day.
Thank you so much. Again, I just want to thank you, team, for just the way that we work together. I want everyone that's watching, pray for us as we continue to release hospitality and renewal here in this region, and also online and in a digital virtual space. I'm so grateful that we've had this opportunity to connect with all of you today. I'm going to bring up this video one more time so that you can see what has happened this past year. So let me cue this up one more time. Hold on a second. All right. Have a good day. We'll see you soon.
No.